Hello, thank you, James. Thanks for organising this event. I haven't spoken in the microphone in a long time. Actually, not so bad. I'm going to start with the first one in Silver Wonder. It's called Map. With mapstick sliding on map, here it is, electric raving woods. How you circumso, circumnomad, a car crash to be flung. Go elope, guilty template, bullet hole domes to regenerate. Cold glass alignment, the stretching contorts to tether, all will and above suspended. Remembrance though, and it flowers, it hangs, under trees, under sinking ghosts, a falling wheel, these diseases without, back on bed, invaders, do not cavort cloud-shaped. Suffrage unwanted, ancient at point of discovery. Lowland moths bandit call the distance. I one on star and linger frangipani and innovating cubes is encantada. Shadows cautioning, and per person, rewire for the approaching bandoleros. Conception arbitrary, spherical the stop. Next is some sort of sonnets. I quite like these ones most out of the whole book, so I thought I'd read these. They didn't have novels. Not written next to them. Not written in the title. Near this light, the yes dawn, clip lapsack on feather, where willing coders swore finite finery gather, to black rack of twilight, the needless want forborn, the white crack of half sight, 'tis us what do's this pawn, and this must be a cloudful, to love a painted pain. Squares must now round till the chemical wash wanes, but we are blind, my John, and dead to the off on. Rain relays chiffon dress, glides up long her pylon, beneath lay a note text, the anchoring down on. Hang number made of rose, repetitive palm said, push me to how he knows, like we're a single bed. If love such lost come back, it skates around the bay, your old Rex is black tack, for she will day till day see each legend behind, the pain behind each bind. Said, I'll be left girl, now prowl ally to rape, pattern scratched to a world with daft translucent cape. Under slides of power, this mugrug love is mine, and from that high tower you jump with your lone twine. Want to steal your name word, landcloth covered in fear. All others of your herd under it disappear. The rap exhibits trust, heal this Achilles must. So yeah, this is the Knives, Forks and Spoons book. Got some if you want one. Came out this year, they're a little bit older than that. I thought I'd read the title one, EX3, which is called EX3 Measurements. Make a slation and come to X. X gone out to get devotion. XX sprawled across lettering. X scrawling stalked an ace. X park bench is your portion. X job is a portion. XX wrong room. Red X in the window says X was the window. XX playing keys. X Corley please. X knees. X come me. X can't by the light of the moon. X measurements for EX3 measuring XX stability. X bones it thus, X bury the cusp, and cradle X tie-dye equip. X want it, so X settler. It's quite a small little book, and it's quite, most of it's quite slow. So I'll just read the last one, which is probably the slowest of all of them. But I don't want to be too slow. But it's got dots. To make it slower. It's called Visits from Other Planets, Part 5. This is the back door. Excuse me, I am mistaken. We were here before. This is the back door. Eyes have the silence. I stand still. I stand perfectly still, silenced by your eyes and the idea of the universe. I have nomadic in my hands. I want to hold with eyes, want to put it and glow to work, nomadic touching eyes. This is my work. And then on the 7th day, God does love us, and just like it for honey, we do what we like. Silence is escape. I can look and roll and be real on the floor, very love-like. We're at the back door, escaping. I am cold and rolling and I am mistaken, such rock in the eyes, such mistaking hold. If I could have you anyway, I would have you anyway, such as you are, rockish and hard. You touch silence, and our silent work excels. God is a honeykeeper, I stay still, and the universe is still conical. Okay, I'll leave them there. And I've got some new work, not yet in a book. The book I started a long time ago, long before I got pregnant. I decided to call the book Bubba, and now it's really corny. But it's not really about a baby in any way. It's kind of about 3 different characters. So I'm just gonna stick, because I can't twist at this point. So this is the last 3 parts of 9 parts that the book consists of. Number 7. Titled Bubba Likes the Money. Make us a sand picture, salt round the rim. I've suffered canapes, beaten with the stuff, in coloured capes. Sanded different levels, as such solidarity felt like a very old word, till I beat my fist on this rock. Looking for the morning under your reducer, must be alive more near me. Calling fiction services for a treble coffee. Now we are nowhere, won't return to the water, and at some point in this night, glove fakes white. On the salt plains is spied the cost to all. Embers of the last hall, laced with lampshades. In this great time, we're lucky to be alive. We'll make a fortune, who's bub enough to come, learn the place by the early hours. The early hours family, a faulty bless of fun, cup of conundrum by the fire stripe, or a tiger by a colonnade, a reminder of some time, as the sun timed, for the moon longer after, the show of packed trunks. Plus we need to be watched, need to sit by water, white and awed, or we can sit by the lake, not getting bitten, they know better of it, in the night better of it, knows my daughter. What's more, that's the place, the heart cave, Bubba, where the task is to do, become like a total, I don't know, and still convenient. I love you, you're a book, take a squat, take something salted. So they like the money like stamps. Still they met and shook hands, shake hard the hands of 1,000 old freedoms, unaware that in such great desert deal lends the only fucker force to be reckoned with. Bubba makes suggestions, like a graphic noon. Magic is King Kong, he this, the industry. I guess it's but nature, our desire for symmetry, creating ripples of drinks and distaste tequila. These incorrect ablutions, love can dry on me. I am graftable at the garden centre, lemon in the socket until the checkers 6 or 7 p.m. by this old hotel. We can agree on the quote, the painted marble look, blossom is anything really. Number 8, Bubba takes to the water. Bubba was months on the ice, coursing salt mines' darkness, retracting imagination. Reality don't care about nothing, literally held up to the light. Being happiest inside or outside, the skates are removed from the penny, contracted and reconceived, the penny literally drops. I like it when the shot is on ice. You can't go on the ice. You won't jump up and down. A lead can of balloons. Still, movement is always bladed, the smoothest of movie cuts. In all the industrial back canisters, balloons hang limp and longing. They have escaped children. All children go to the river. All children are found at the river. We found her in the river. A blind action on mud. A gibbous-shaped madness, our aphid with the grass cuttings. Artificial fish, electricity, spirit. The legs were twitching for months on the ice. After the winter comes down, let's go to sound or sunrise. We are draped in whiter, unknown only to one another. The bath is a temporary death. We will search for her at the water. You must find her and tell her. This is a dirty place to hold a hand, and I am here for you. Metals taste different together. Let some water out. Get out is covering cream or clippings. At home your physics adjudicates. Does radiocarbon my diary? Does graphene my notebook? All balloons were headed for Balloonia until they sat open fireside, sunk deep into the silence. The silence still wants you, Bubba. It's purity you were born with. Soft handling a cartoon violence, sunk deep this hanging star. To make you look so good to me, the chest is a pressed V, with beads to the moon, which is our biggest bead, so crescent to crescent we slice at once the earth. The earth is a honey pie, to drive on an icy night, to dance blue light, but the silk rope stops it dead. All time is unjarable. Your sister tries to put you right with hands, throats, tears and jars, but we can't get out the car. Bubba is the centre of the earth, having never owned a car. To reach this is a mountain. At snow level we die in his arms. You put your whole self in, take your whole self out, glistening in the Siberian wind. All desire for company abandoned with alcohol. The West is fading from Hollywood. The world ends in the direction it came from. It's enough just to have known John. We sit on the wall by the bus stop. Funerals are fantastic. Your head is very brain-shaped. Are you buried under wheat hood? Are you sleeping in the meadow? No, this is the Winter River version. This final one is called Bubba in Digan. You know how it is when you're happy, when the sow flowers round your feet, all lefting towards a herbal, all Raj discreets of the past, and the fast descent of the stairway has your knees to your chest, where the trust of your root, your best defence against implausibling truth. Bubba is the lowness to the lowered, the fireside, the marriage of a poet. A vow is elastic, the last war of holding. The stars and the moon of the blitz. Falling shells became oceans, oceans marquees, with arms round the griefs of the ages. The Titanic is sailing from San Fran, with nothing to never look back. We've stuck it here in the garden house, sticking Rizzler to Rizzler for cover. When the bamboo shoots, it pops like a fire in your fingers, inside forever as how we knew life, how my prisoner's wife. They didn't give meat, they gave bones, laid out in the sand, the treasure out flat, that thieves not disturb the good ship body. Much quicker, poets, that much glass, clear star. Under the trees where the shade is good, all white and almost white wood. Here we let loose, lay eggs and write. Here we stop and stand still, stop it shrinking from the touch. Self-exposure, the sacred services. Stop seer fascinus, stand still from shrinking lust. We tie ourselves in here, under the mushroom, in this world but ellipses. We cannot outgrow it. Electric storm. Magnetic either bobber in fisherman pants, laughable ever. Man is up and made up of fungi. Bubba waltzed her Volvox round the retrograde, the eyes two enormous mirrors like amber on straw. Dislodging the old gods, the one thing did wrong, stayed in the eve too long, unleashed for centuries at the kitchen window. Wild men are the best, beset with iron bars. John says dirt is good, paint your yard green. He says watch out for morning, the effluvia of Eden, effrontery of Bast, your hold tight Babylon on your broken chest. A half moon on a hard ground could not take you to your leader or your other half of survivor. She must learn types of mushroom. He must learn the call of the birds. That's the place.